Hello and welcome to the program Around Town. My name is Marita McKinnon, and this is the program where we travel around town in the greater Boston area, whether it's the South Shore, the North Shore, really anywhere in between, and we just interview those local businesses, organizations, and companies within your own community. So today we have a fun interview planned. I am joined with Stephen Squillanti of Teecil, so I want to welcome him to the program right now. So welcome, Stephen.
Hi, Marita. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you on the program. So this is going to be a fun interview today. Now, for those listeners who have no idea what a Teecil is or what that even is, explain to our listeners what Teecil is and about what it is.
All right. So Teecil is a pretty simple concept. It's a golf tee and pencil right in one.
Mm-hmm.
So what this does is instead of a golfer having to go out and carry both a tee and a pencil and a round of golf, we just combined it right into one.
What a clever idea.
Thank you.
So tell our listeners how this idea stemmed. We talked a little bit off mic, too, that you yourself are a big golfer, but this is a family-owned business. So talk to our listeners about how this came to be.
So I'd always go golfing with my father, and he would always have a golf tee over one ear and a pencil over his other ear. And just over time, he kept grabbing the wrong one. You know, if he needed to write on a scorecard, he's grabbing his tee or vice versa. So just almost out of, necessity, I made a few prototypes in my garage of the Teecil, and I gave it to him almost just as a, kind of a joke, going out.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I decided there might be actually a business behind this.
Yeah.
I started noticing there's more people that actually, might have a need for this. And I decided to kind of take the next steps and look into markets.
That's really cool. And what a clever idea. I mean, you brought some in to the studio for different examples here to show me. And I think it's such a great idea. It says, if you have your Teecil, you have your pencil. What a clever slogan and phrase right there, too. And it's such a great idea. Now, I have to ask, what's the process like? Is it really challenging, to create it?
Yeah. So at first, we were making everything by hand in our garage in Weymouth. So we were it was taking us about 12 hours to make just 1,000 of them.
Wow, yeah.
So we realized that's something we couldn't keep going if we wanted to scale the business.
Yeah.
So now we have a machine that can mass produce them.
Okay.
So that was kind of the step we took in the business where we realized we couldn't make them by hand anymore. It was taking too long to turn around orders. So now we have a machine that helps mass produce, and that's still located right here in the garage in Massachusetts, in Weymouth.
So you really do make them right in your garage in Weymouth.
Yes, and that's the crazy thing. When I'm talking to different people, they always seem to say, wow, it's made right here in Weymouth, right in the garage. And, it's one of those business stories you hear. It is right out of the garage.
Yeah, talk about local, right?
Exactly.
Right in your garage in Weymouth. Well, that's a fantastic idea. And these different Teecils, now, the cool thing about this is they come in different colors. I mean, of course, the convenience aspect of it, but they come in different colors, and you can do different logos and promotions for companies. Talk to our listeners about those different options.
Yeah, so we have 8 different body colors that we offer on the Teecil, and you can print in any color you can think of. You can match a company's colors, logos right on the Teecil. That's really where we've seen a lot of our business is that companies want to use these as a giveaway or a trade show. Golf tournaments want to put the tournament name or, a different sponsor on the Teecil. And that's kind of been the biggest part of our business is really the customization and being able to promote or have different sponsors on the Teecil.
And I think we actually ourselves here at Salem Media Group, we have used your Teecil products for our Pastors Masters, which was awesome because, every year, I think this is coming up on our 3rd annual Pastors Masters. And so, we have an event with all the different pastors, reverends, ministers, different church workers who come to this golf event. And, we just have a fun day of playing golf and doing fellowship. And this came such in handy, really. And so that was the first time I saw it. And I was like, wow, what a great idea.
Thank you.
It's cool because now I'm writing with it here, taking notes. And, it's really, it works really well and it's great. So I think that's so convenient. Now, you actually do custom packaging as well. I think that's what we were doing, too, for some of our events.
Yes, we have 2 basic custom packaging. One, we call it kind of our card topper. So it would be a bag of either 5 or 10 Teecils and then a cardboard card topper right on the top. And, you can personalize that with any information. And then we have a booklet. It's called the Matchbook, and it comes with 4 Teecils inside of it. And the same thing, you can put your logo, your name all over that packaging. And that's really where, for tournaments, you could put the tournament name on the Teecil, but then put the sponsor on the custom packaging. So it's kind of a win-win for both. You can raise money for your tournament by selling the sponsorship as well as getting your tournament name out there.
And Stephen, how long have you guys been in business for? I didn't even ask that.
Yeah, so this will be our 5th year.
Okay.
So, the first couple of years we were really, we're making everything by hand.
Yeah.
So it was hard to really scale it and get enough product out there. Now with the machine, we've been able to do a lot more. We've been able to turn around orders quicker. We've been able to just, do a lot more volume that we were hoping to be able to do at first.
Nice. Now, who can use your services, or who should use your services? Because I see that there's so many different things that you can use the Teecils for.
Right.
So let's talk about that.
All right. Yeah. So number one, anyone like a golf tournament director, anyone that has a golf tournament, that's the easiest, the simplest. But we get a lot of weddings. The custom packaging, you can put an actual picture of the bride or groom right on the packaging, and you can do like a table number, or you can do a save the date. So that's actually been a bigger part of our business.
Cool.
There's more country club weddings than I think I realized when we started. So we're getting a lot more business in that regard. And just really, any promotional products buyer that's just is looking for something unique for their business as a giveaway at a trade show or at a different company outing, they're another one that we, always looking to get in touch with and talk to and, try to sell to them.
Yeah, so many things that it can be used for. And like you said, wedding favors too. I mean, like you said, the whole country wedding is becoming a very big theme nowadays too. So you certainly probably have your hands full with that.
Exactly, yep.
Now, you also do trade shows. Is that something that you do as well?
Yeah, we've, for the past few years, we've been doing trade shows pretty much just on the East Coast, whether it's been, Boston, Washington, D.C., New Jersey. And that's really great for us to, get in front of golfers and, promote our product and try to get sales that way. Teecil is something that you need to see to kind of get a, idea of, it's a golf tee and pencil in one.
Yeah.
But when you actually get to see it and, feel it and use it, it's, it just clicks a little bit better that way. So it's always good to get in front of people, show them samples and products.
Now, how much time, maybe this is a detailed question, but how much time in advance would you say is a good amount of time to let you guys know ahead of time when you need like an order or a specific date or, an upcoming event?
If it's anything with personalization on the Teecils, I always say 2 to 3 weeks is best.
Yeah.
It depends on the quantity. If it's going to be a smaller order, we can turn that around quick fire. But if it's going to be a large 10,000, 20,000 Teecil piece order, we need a little more time. But 2 to 3 weeks is more, usually more than enough time than we'll need to be able to get the order right back to you.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're working out of the garage in Weymouth.
Exactly,
so, I mean, if you try to, turn around 10,000, may take a little bit more time.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Rather than maybe a couple days. I don't know. But so talk to our listeners maybe about some concerns when it comes to, the breaking, Teecil, so talk to our listeners about any concerns, I guess.
So the one question I always get whenever I talk about Teecil is, what if it breaks when I tee off?
Yeah.
And, that's a question I completely understand. And basically, we try to keep the pricing as comparable to other golf tees as possible. So it's going to break. It's made out of birch wood. You're going to break it teeing off. But what I try to get people to understand that are using it is it's just like breaking your tee. You're going to grab another one. If you buy a pack of Teecils, whether you're getting 10, 50, or 100, you're always going to have another one in your bag if you break the first one. So you just use that to mark your scorecard, or just keep one behind your ear for the round to mark your scorecard. So they will break, but I say just treat it like a regular tee. When it breaks, just grab another one.
Exactly. And I mean, how convenient is it, though, too, when you have the pencil and you have the tee in one? So, I mean, why wouldn't you want to use it? It just seems like common sense to me. I mean, I'll be the first to admit I'm not the greatest golfer, but it just makes sense to me. So
Exactly, yep.
So how can people get in contact with you, Stephen? How can people contact you to order Teecils for different promotional events, checking out the product? What's the best way to contact you?
We have a website, Teecil.com, Teecil.com. And that's the best way. It has my phone number, which is my cell phone, so it'll go directly to me. right on there, as well as an email address if you feel better emailing, and that goes to me as well. And basically from there, we can go over all the particulars and the colors and the logos, and that's the best way to order them, especially if you're looking for custom products.
Nice. And I just want to definitely say, check out these products because it's awesome. I mean, go
Thank
onto
you.
the website. I mean, I think it's really clever. Like I said, I know I'm not, an expert golfer over here. And I don't know if I have the credentials of a golfer to be like, yeah, but just from actually using them at our Pastors Masters events and seeing the different people using them there. I mean, they loved them and got great feedback. So, I mean, definitely check it out. Go on the website and, see what they have to offer. And, remind our listeners one more time, Stephen, of that website.
Yep, the website is Teecil.com, Teecil.com.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Stephen, for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun talking about the product and how it came to be, making those Teecils over there in the garage in Weymouth and really turning them around. And congratulations on the success of the business and how well it's been doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today to Around Town. Stay tuned.